start. All right. Welcome, everyone. This is episode 1 of SmugCast. I'm your host, Smugspeed, but you can just call me Smug. With me today, we have Chaos Warrior X, or Chaos as he's going to be called.
Hello.
The greatest show on Earth, we'll
That's
call
me.
Earth for short, and Shade Archer X to round things out. But what are we calling him? Shade here. All right, today's topic of discussion is the topic of, is gaming music actual, music? And, of course, I believe it is. And
too.
how about you, everyone else?
I don't see.
Too.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go, Shade. You go.
I think a lot about that because I grew up with that music in me and Smugspeed / Smug. We grew up with that music.
That we did. Chaos, any thoughts?
I'm not as grown up with it, but there's definitely been times when there was certain game music that I had to pick up on that I really notice, and it's certainly very enjoyable. It's plus considering there's a lot of music these days which is kind of mediocre, or not even that good compared to the old days.
Like
there's
pop
just-
music on the radio, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. A lot of modern music, straight up garbage. No question.
I take game music over this any day, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for reals.
sometimes definitely like
Sometimes for me, I like both.
yeah.
Yeah, but then again, you have these rubes on the internet who say that, oh, because it's from games, it isn't real music.
I think what people consider real music is by a celebrity.
But real artists.
Well, what do they mean by real music? I mean, music is music. It's basically instruments and sound. What do they mean?
I know. That's the argument I pretty much have, but, you just got these people just so stuck in their own world that they just can't see that for some reason.
Agree.
Me.
And besides, did you know that some music and games are actually composed by, composers who composed, non-gaming music?
Really?
Yeah. Like, for instance, the OG Spyro trilogy. Most of the OST of that trilogy was done by Stuart Copeland, former drummer of the Police.
Oh, nice.
I know, right?
Yeah, I believe you have mentioned that earlier. Forgot that. Huh.
Yeah, I know. Stuart Copeland is, amazing.
That is.
Oh, yeah, he also did the OST for Enter the Dragonfly as well. I mean, that's not really a good game at all. I mean, I wouldn't say it's total garbage, unlike some people, but, that's them, this is me.
Like for me, I'm trying to play some new games lately.
Right, but that's not really the topic of today's discussion.
Yeah, no, it's the same.
Yeah.
All right,
It's okay.
anyone got any thoughts they want to share on the topic?
I mean,
some of you guys' favorites.
I want to. Oh, I'm sorry. You go, Chaos. You go.
What's some of you guys' favorites, or something that you might recommend to really, get some of the audience into hearing what we mean by some greatest ones.
Some good OSTs. I'll start. Well, first off, even though this is a fan game, this OST is, amazing. You should listen to the OST of Sonic Robo Blast 2. Either version of it, either the 2.1 or 2.2, or even earlier. I mean, personally, I think 2.2 has the best OST out of all of the SRB2 OSTs. But, that's just me. And then we also have the Spyro trilogy on PS1, with Stuart Copeland, doing most of the music for that. In fact, he would have done all of it if it wasn't for, Year of the Dragon being rushed. So, they had to get this other guy called Ryan Beveridge involved. Yes, his last name is Beveridge.
That's
I
cool.
don't know why it's his last name, but,
That's-
he does him, I guess.
Makes me thirsty.
Yeah, me too. Me too, dude. Me too. No disrespect to him, of course. He's a great
course.
composer, and I'm sure he's a nice person.
Yeah, making me thirsty. Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of other OSTs that are great too, but let's hear from the rest of you. Let's start with you, Chaos.
All right. I think that from my experience listening to, I would highly recommend listening to Mermaid Falls from Shantae, Half Genie Hero.
Oh yeah, great song. Great song.
There's a few times when I just replayed that level just to hear the music.
For reals. That OST is amazing.
It's pleasant. It's a nice beat, and really that's the whole point of listening to music. It's meant to be enjoyed.
Well, yeah, or to make yourself either really depressed or scare yourself, depending
Or
on
inspired. Inspired is a
That
lot of
too.
different emotions that music can cause.
Yeah, music can definitely inspire emotions, like whether it be from a game or from like the normal genres, the other genres. Um, yeah, uh, in that regard, like the game music definitely has the same effect.
For reals. I just wish, modern day music could do the same. But too bad it's not good at all.
No, I think it's a little
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. I know you guys have argumental, but I like modern day music. That's the problem. You guys hate that.
I like modern music too, but
There are a few good modern songs, but very, very few, unfortunately.
Yeah,
sometimes these days.
the good ones are a rarity. That's the problem.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, like all things on the radio were I couldn't stand it. I just went on my phone and listened to my own music. Nowadays, though, there are some good ones though.
There
Yeah,
are
thank
some
God
good,
for
like
Spotify, am I right?
yeah, oh man.
Over the past like a couple of weeks, there has been some good ones. So, um, so, although I think recently, I don't want to offend anyone, listen to this if they like the song. But there's this one song called "Rhythm of the Night," which I think might maybe one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
How does it go?
Yeah, how's it go?
I'm not sure if I should really say it here because I don't really want to make it
It
sound.
might get copyrighted too.
Yeah,
No.
probably for the best. If anyone wants to listen to that awful song, we don't entirely recommend it, but if you really, really want to, do so at your own risk.
I'm sure.
That's what we're saying.
I just to reiterate, I'm sure that there may be there are some people out there who would like this. I'm just not one of them.
Yeah, just like there are some people who are fans of Bubsy 3D, one of the worst video games ever invented by mankind. Yeah. All right, Earth. Your turn.
Are we still on? Are we still on
The
Petro
OST
OSTs we
thing,
like?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just lost track.
That's fair.
One OST that I really love that was really catchy. I forgot what it's called, but it was from Sonic Generations. I think it was you showed it to me once, Smug. I forgot what it was called. It was, oh man, it was like a boss battle theme, but I forgot the name of it. But
Did
it
you
really was
potentially
catchy.
mean Big Arms?
Yes, I think that was it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is the most intense thing ever, or one of them at the very least. Because, then there's also Versus Black Eggman from Sonic Robo Blast 2. That's what the song is called. I know I prefer the Robotnik name. It's just, yeah.
Robotnik.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add, Earth?
There are some Kirby songs that really put me in a good mood. Like they're just really happy and bubbly. Nothing really specific, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Outer Rings from Kirby's Epic Yarn, right?
I can definitely say
Oh yeah,
that.
or Friend Star from Kirby Star Allies.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I can
Chaos?
definitely say that. Yeah, there's a few. There's some. It's a number of Kirby games. There's a few levels where it gives you a happy feeling. It matches the aesthetics of that game.
Yeah, and then you have to throw in RPGs and the like. Those games have like amazing songs. Like Confront the Enemy from Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Let's see what else.
The final boss fight.
Pass Through the Forest from Threads of Fate. Though that's really more of a platformer than an RPG.
Oh,
but it's something at least. Oh, Rock Hawk Battle from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
And the most scariest themes of Digimon is definitely the Eater boss, final Eater boss.
Oh yeah, the Mother Eater battle theme. Yeah, that gets creepy. It really does. And then you have like Joke's End from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which has two different versions. Well, there's the original GBA version, which, sounds more like you're going insane more than anything. But
Speaking of different versions, I think that's something that we should bring up. Though I think maybe Shade should go first before we talk about that.
Well, yeah, but we should probably get his OST thing first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, Shade, OSTs you like, go.
Well, actually, when I was starting to play Final Fantasy Remake, oh my god, I love their OSTs. Oh my god, the remake OST is great.
I'm gonna have to give
It sounds exactly like the original. It's like the Final Fantasy VII remake. It sounds like the original, and it sounds wonderful. And I love the music in it.
I can agree. I own that game, and I've played a bit of it.
Wait, have you guys actually listened to Final Fantasy VII's original OST or like any part of it?
I know the two.
I haven't, no.
I haven't either.
I can't really say it. I don't really know. I definitely would recognize it. It's pretty memorable. It goes.
All right. Okay, it seems we don't have much time left, so
10 minutes. All
right.
So should I bring up that thing from earlier?
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
So we said earlier about there being different versions. That principle actually applies to real music because there's everything called covers, where different artists will. So this might actually be different, but different artists will make their own versions of a different song and basically making it different, but it's still the same.
Make it sound good.
So
They try to make it sound good and powerful.
So it's similar, where
Weeby, Weeby does a lot of anime openings and a lot of
that's different.
a lot of anime music.
Shade, I think that's a separate topic. I think that's
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's gaming music.
Oh, okay.
Anime gaming music. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Openings.
but what Chaos is saying is it's like remixes, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole Reignited trilogy thing. Well, it has the original OST as an option. Like, at first, when you start the game, it starts you off with the remixes by Stefan Vankov. Remixes are pretty cool, but
yeah,
in the terms of Reignited, some of them are hit or miss.
Yeah, there's always that.
You get that a lot with remixes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Weeby, the Kagi films and
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, we
Just
know what
tell-
you were talking about, but yeah.
All right.
Go back to you, Chaos.
Okay, so yeah, what I was saying is that the same way that normal music makes remixes of already existing music, gaming music does the same. So it's not really that different.
We're doing our podcast.
What?
Yeah, it's a similarity that they have. Yeah, I hear that. It's another proof that it's music. They have remixes just like other music has. It's music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like so many remixes of Jingle Bell Rock, it's crazy.
Oh gosh, no.
There's
It's a
actually
good song,
Jingle
though.
Bell Rock, the Spyro version.
oh.
I would not be surprised if someone made that.
I would not be surprised either. Just the way it's going.
I mean, somebody made a Spyro remix of Megalovania from Undertale. I'm not even kidding. You can look that up. It exists. It really does.
There's a lot of different musics. It's hard for me to believe that people do not think that video game music is music. It's just hard to believe.
I know it's hard for me to believe too, but
I know that sometimes they listen to it, but sometimes they say they'd rather make their own music than listen to like real music from the past.
Yeah, I think that's what people need to do. I think they actually need to really listen to some of this music before really giving an opinion.
yeah,
Yep, it's basically music. It's instruments. Sometimes it's even singing, like Crush 40, the Sonic guys.
Oh man, I love Crush 40.
Crush 40.
I do believe that the reason they say it is because it's different from the norm.
Night of the Wind. Oh my god, my favorite.
I want to know what the norm is because there are people who make music without words, and it sounds similar to gaming music, so I don't really understand.
That's true.
Yeah, Copeland did that.
Like I listen to this YouTube channel. I listen to this YouTube channel called NCS, No Copyright Sounds. Basically, amazing tunes that usually without singing, just like gaming music is.
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's
like
music.
I feel like people would actually think that was real music, and yet
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to this one channel too. They play like some really spooky, atmospheric music, but like there's also some really good songs there. Like there's one called Abandoned Laboratory. That one's my favorite out of all of them.
Of course, there's also these stations which there's a few radio stations that play like orchestra.
You like orchestra music from different movies and gaming and stuff like that.
I don't know if I've ever heard of a station like that, but I know I was talking about.
I mean, there's
should
no
make
station
a
like that on the
station.
actual radio, but I think on like Spotify and stuff like that, there are stations like that.
Yeah.
But back to the topic of remixes real quick while we still have time. I was referring to Joke's End from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga and how the original version of the song makes you feel like you're going insane. But when they did the remake, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, Joke's End was turned into a more ominous and foreboding song. Seriously, after this, listen to both versions. You'll see what I mean. That's fine. I can edit that out later.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Mug. When Chaos earlier on, Chaos pulled out a definition of music, and it mentioned that it makes you feel something, it makes you feel an emotion, and but that's just what Smug said. That song makes you feel an emotion. It makes you feel foreboding. It makes you feel what was the other thing you said?
Scared, ominous.
Ominous, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Ominous, scared. That's what music does.
Atmospheric too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Any other thoughts, real quick?
See, everybody has the right to their opinion, but I think their opinion is wrong because to me, there's so much proof that this is music. I don't even know how they say it's not.
Yeah, I don't know
is.
why I don't know why they think about gaming music and anime music. They think that is not cool. Like, why they don't put it on the radio.
I think a partial reason could be the difference between a soundtrack and a song. So, that's sort of an argument that you could really put in.
A soundtrack is also music, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also have to remember there are gaming songs that do have lyrics.
And
Yeah.
no,
Night of the Wind.
even anime
In that case, yeah.
too.
In that case, there's nothing left to argue.
Yeah, like Accentier from Digimon World Next Order. I mean, that song's in Japanese, but it still has lyrics.
There's some of the Sonic songs, like Colors.
Yeah, Reach for the Stars. You also
Endless
have Night of the
Possibility.
Wind, Open Your Heart.
Supersonic Racing.
Endless. All Hail Shadow.
Possibilities. All Hail Shadow, yeah.
You get the picture.
Never Let Up.
Yeah.
So many great songs.
Speaking of, I think another game that I would probably also recommend listening to is just some of the soundtracks from Cuphead. There's a lot of variety. There's most of them are really catchy. They're catchy. They're fun to listen to. Sometimes they actually can distract you from the difficulty of it. And I think that's something also. Sometimes the music can just be like a part of it, part of the experience and all that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right, we are just about out of time. So, yeah.
Thank you all for listening.